Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy John, Megacycle here. On another episode of the Command Conquer Generals 0 Hour AI Only Challenge, trying to figure out the best of the generals. We're in the final of the United States combat match round. I don't know where I was going with this mentally, but here we go. Air Force General pulled out a surprise win against the Laser General in the last round. We're now up against the United States Super Weapon General. I'm feeling a lot of one-sidedness here. Super Weapon General has EMP turrets as opposed to the regular Patriots. Going to be an interesting bout. I've got money on Super, but let's see how this pans out. Prince Kassad. I'm going to go ahead and just sell my command center. It gets me in that observer mode, because I can't get into observer mode unless I do it this way. Alright. Super Weapon General in the bottom right. Air Force in the upper right. Nope, bottom left. Sorry, Super in the bottom left. Like I mentioned, I've been doing all of these in one day, one shot. So my brain is fried, and we've got two or three more matches to go. Ooh. Rounds? Whatever they're called. Super Weapon General cranking out another dozer. That's the first time we've seen that. Air Force General just taking his sweet time on that power plant. Oh, both of them were, actually. Interesting. The suspense. It is killing you. Alright, immediately. Yep. Supply, defense, more power. Okay. That's an interesting go. Supply should see a war factory after that supply. And of course, we have our instant rush to the center. Again, Super Weapon General in the lower left. So cyan represented, and then also red represented by the Air Force General in the upper right. Just because one gets there sooner does not necessarily mean they've got claim rights. Now they'll both react accordingly. Okay, how's this gonna fly? Rumble in the jungle. Oh, wow, I thought they were gonna take each other out. That was close. That was genuinely really, really close. Let's go ahead and unscrew up my camera. There we go, that's better. A little off. That's better, okay. Let's do a quick tech check. What have we already got? Okay, more Patriots already in the Super Weapon General's base. That's interesting. War Factory, Airport, that's pretty standard. Airfield, call it whatever you want. Super Weapon General claims the resource pad, blah, in the center. Air Force General, taking this a little slower, it seems. I'm not seeing any base defenses or anything. Let's take a quick check on the cash. Oh, 2,000 remaining, 8,000 remaining. Okay, a lot of infrastructure going up for the Super Weapon General. At least that's the thought. Huh. Some sentry drones. Interesting. Super Weapon General is going to have a lot of excess power, and what we're going to see is the upgraded control rods. Wow, very underpowered. 3 Chinooks, that's interesting. See, where did 5,000 just come from? Doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever. Super Weapon General's back online. Air Force General, 2 Raptors, 2 King Raptors. I should be very clear about that. Up and online. No one getting really offensive quite yet. A Humvee. I wonder if that already came on the drop. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm not seeing any tire marks coming up here. Looks like that might actually be able to be kept for a while. Not seeing any oil captures as of yet. No initiative, no path to it. Unoccupied, 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 unoccupied. Like how it just sat there so it could eat all the bullets. That was interesting. Raptor doing an air patrol in the center. Bunch of King Raptors ready to go into action. What a delicate ballet? What? Super Weapon General. Oh, that's right. Super Weapon General gets Tomahawk launchers. I forgot about that. Yeah, I mentioned that. I mentioned that earlier. But like I said, doing all these in one shot, I'm mentally drained, and I've still got lots of commentating to do. Second expansion, already up for the Super Weapon General here. Air Force General taking a bit of a sweet time. Yeah, these Tomahawk missiles are going to be an absolute pain in the butt of the Air Force General if the Air Force General doesn't want to react. Okay, there we go. And already Stealth Comanches. Stealth Comanches are ridiculously good. Like, really good. Quick cash check. 11,000. No Strat Center. Super Weapon General, I would expect a Strategy Center. Yeah, there you go. Almost 70% already. I would expect that up very quickly. Main thing we need to watch out for the Super Weapon General is her super weapons are half off. Not discounted. Like, the Nuke General, his super weapons are like $500 cheaper. Like, big deal. Super Weapon General, half off. Hold the line strategy initiated already. Pretty quick on that. More Patriots all over the place. That's exactly what I expected out of the Super Weapon General. Which is why when we were doing our original cut, I said Super Weapon General for the win. These EMP Patriots, if they get one hit, that plane is dead. It acts just like the EMP bomb dropped by China. So, gotta be really, really careful about that. There's a strategy center for Air Force General. A lot of aircraft taking off and patrolling, and there went the reinforcement pad. Thank goodness Air Force General has a lot of countermeasures. But if any of those EMPs hit, like I said, dead deal. Dead, done deal. Yeah, lots of Avengers. Yep. Not really honestly too sure how this is going to pan out. But Super Weapon General cranks out a couple of super weapons at 20,000. I have no idea how she got that much money. No idea at all. Oh, there we go. First particle uplink cannon coming online. Or at least getting built, I should say. Any missiles hit? None. More than enough counter to make it work. King Raptors and the Chinooks have very, very good countermeasures. Just absolutely great. Oh, first oil capture over here? Nope, that would be a lie. Super Weapon General already taken this. Hold the line declared by the Air Force General. Wait, how? I saw that dozer on the airport. No idea how. Lots of bunkering in now. Fire bases, Patriot sites, the whole Megillah. Air Force General doing a pretty good job keeping Super Weapon General contained. Yeah, definitely are going to need some Avengers to back up those EMP sites, or this isn't going to work for a Super Weapon General.
Be on guard. We have exposed an enemy particle.
Yep, there's the first puck. And I expect quite a few more of these things to come online. Okay, yep, there we go. First example of exactly what I was talking about. Even if EMP garbage, there's only so much your countermeasures can back off. So after a certain point, it's going to get a little dicey. Colonel Burton on the field. Regular Raptors do have some countermeasures, but not nearly as much as the King Raptors. Yep, just like that.
We have exposed an enemy particle cannon.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That gets so dangerous so fast. Super Weapon General also really, really heavy on these bad boys, the Comanches, for sure. Use them very mostly for defense. So you'll see a big pile of stuff here. Honestly, one fuel air bomb right here, that would absolutely ruin everything. Not quite. Air Force General actually doing a pretty good job maintaining a level of control here.
Be on guard. We have exposed an enemy particle cannon.
I'm waiting to see the wings get clipped. Look at this. Stealth unit right there. Yeah, Auroras are going to be exceptionally vulnerable to this. Yep. That's a big problem. A-10 strike coming in. Did some damage. Not as much as could have, but did some damage. Oils are claimed here, not here, not here, and here. So it's a 2-2 on the oils right now. Their supply, another particle cannon. Yeah, the enemy is going to use the particle cannons poorly, as we've seen before. But now it's a volume problem. Yeah, that's a lot of wasted aircraft. That's a lot of wasted aircraft, and not a lot was done. Here we go, our first Aurora Alpha Bomber. They act a lot like regular Auroras. They're immune to damage on the way to the target. On their way back home from dropping off their payload, their speed is reduced to 50%. These guys have little fuel air bombs, which is amazing to take out tight clusters of units, and infantry, and power plants, and anything that's weakly armored. These things are absolute dynamite. Looks like we're gonna stick with the stealth fighters, alright. Okay, good move there. Is there legitimate expansion? Four? Why? Why so many Patriots? That's such a waste. Another war factory going up here and down. Yep, it's too much. Right now, what we've seen is a snowball effect. You let the super weapon general live long enough, and it's literally like multiplying over and over and over and over again. How does she have $30,000? How the heck? No one knows. The game's a cheater. Colonel Burton again on the field. Super Weapon General is probably the biggest example of how you have to hold a coordinated assault. A-10s, Fuel Air Bomb, Carpet Bomb, Auroras all have to go at the same time to get far enough. And right there's a pure example of the fire bomb coming from the Aurora Alphas.
Enemy is using their particle cannon.
Particle cannon already. Gonna go for that silly S4. Oh my god! Did you see that? Oh, I thought that Aurora lived. Spectre gunship coming from the Super Weapon General. Yeah. That Aurora Alpha Bomb is too good. Super Weapon General, too damn good. Whoa! Command center down. What's this? Fuel air bomb. Whoa.
General, our enemy is using that particle cannon.
That was impressive. Man, Air Force General just getting absolutely trounced on the dozer budget. And missed everything else, okay. That command center is a huge hit. Like I mentioned before, the AI... I don't think I've ever seen the AI build a new command center but once. So that actually strips out A-10, Spectre gunship, a ton of stuff. If the Air Force General really wants to make stuff work, they gotta really push. I thought there was another particle cannon got launched. Or built. Built, probably. Good shots. Aim for some power. Get some units.
Enemy is using that particle cannon.
Really good shot with the particle cannon. You won't be able to finish off the Strat Center. What? What? It wasn't even close. What? Okay. Cool. Cool. That's cool. That's all I have to say about anything anymore. Just alright. Shifty nifty. Yeah, I don't even, can't even. I don't even, and I can't even, and I can't even. Okay, this guy just wanted to say hi. Interesting. Oh, okay. What I actually think what has to happen right now is Air Force General has to definitely keep the airport down. Not a terrible choice. You'll get some Comanches in the mix, yeah? You got one. Not the worst choice. Not the best, but not the worst. Try to keep an eye on these squirrely devils. They did make it home. Okay, interesting. I did not think they were going to. Yeah, so anyways, Air Force General, how would I win this? Keep the Air Force in control. Take down the Air Force. Other thing you need to do, concentrate on power. Also the Avengers. But realistically, at this juncture, I wouldn't really bother... Ooh, fuel air bomb triggered right there. At this... What the hell? How did you miss that hard? What is happening right now? Is my game busted? Nah, it's just generals. I like whoever planted this tree right in front of the airport. That's really smart and not at all dangerous.
General, our enemy is using that particle cannon.
As a super weapon general, probably just stay on the defensive, stay turtle, just really maintain all these pucks, and just keep expanding. Really, that's really all that has to happen, I think. No new control, no new owners on the rest of these oil derricks. A lot of wasted potential there. Air Force General's offline. Again, Air Force General has all his general's powers. That can make for some real tidy bank. Okay, that landed alright. What the hell happened here, though? Air Force General back online, trying to build up his strategy center again. Super Weapon General actually using her particle cannons in a regular, timely manner. How is this not dead? How? What? Honestly, show me 1% building on that. Show me that's real. Show me I'm not so tired I'm hallucinating. Oh crap, it's real. How? How is that even real? Cargo plane, Spectre gunship, A-10 strike coming from the Air Force General. I'm interested on these A-10 strikes. Start working on power, war factories, money, anything's a good target. 1 unit? Did you get 1 unit with that? Holy crap. Alright, that particle cannon was serious. This one hit 2 Rangers. And will not blow up that power plant, I don't think. Yeah, it's got plenty of hit points to spare. Huh. Interesting.
Our enemy is using that particle cannon.
Same spot, different spot. I suppose from a statistical perspective, that S curve is probably the most damage you can possibly deal in an area. A straight line is cool, but a straight line actually has a possibility that you'll miss everything. But that S kind of gives a little bit of a guarantee, I suppose, that you'll at least hit something. Fuel air bomb got dropped. Oh, right here, probably. Yeah, it's all banged up. Trying to keep up with all the angles and all the action is a little difficult. What is this helicopter just doing here? Well, it's gonna get rinsed. Okay, good chat. Things move so fast sometimes. It's not only difficult to commentate, but it's also hard to put value on what I should be commentating. Don't forget, as a commentator, I have to address every single situation, at least the best of my abilities, explain what's happening, and probably talk it out a little bit, so that way new players can at least have an understanding of what the hell's going on. Okay, not a bad strat blowing up Patriots. I actually don't see any Avengers. I don't see any real anti-air anymore, aside from those EMP turrets.
General, our enemy is using that particle cannon.
Now that power plant is toast. What the hell? Okay. I'm officially too tired, but I have to finish this tournament. Oh, I'm officially losing my alphabet soup. Oh, come on, mouse. Yeah, the King Raptors are probably no concern. They have enough countermeasures. It's the Auroras that are really difficult to keep online, because that is dangerous.
Using that particle cannon.
Okay, that worked. Oof, an airport. Air Force General usually has 3, so building another one will get him back to square. I like how there's 2 Auroras here that are not stealth. And there's a stealth fighter, absolutely stealth, and these planes cannot see each other. Whoa. That was harsh. 8-10 strike coming in.
Enemy is using that particle cannon.
You're gonna get those infantry, good for you. Mother Vault bombs and A-10s, I think, are what's gonna win this for the Air Force General. Okay, that's a good shot. A supply drop zone and a power plant. Not a bad call there. Still, man, you know, as stupid as this sounds, and as stupid as this is going on, interesting thing about this whole operation is this is keeping the particles away from the Air Force General's main base. So say what you will, it's buying some time.
General, our enemy is using that particle cannon.
It's getting really hard to keep track of these things. Yep, that's all dead. That dozer's dead. By the hair of your chinny chin chin. Ooh. Now, we've been laughing about friendly fire. Oh, is he going to make it? Oh, wow. We've been laughing about friendly fire a lot this tournament so far. Nothing's actually funnier than having a super weapon general use their Aurora Alpha bombers against an infantry unit of yours next to their airport. The blast is so massive, it just flatlines the airport completely. Like, that's a lot of money lost without a lot of investment. The Rebel sneak attack, or the Rebel ambush it's called, is beautiful for that. I'm honestly a little amazed at the loss of the super weapon general here. She's getting just picked apart by the Air Force General. We saw quite a few Avengers, quite a few missile troopers. What, 5 particle cannons versus 1? Granted, that's some pretty bad control right there. But still, I had my thoughts, and now I've got my doubts. I get why attack infantry. The infantry are so nil at this point. But whatever, I'm not the one fighting. It's all good. Yeah. Oof. Well, damage the power plant a little bit. Realistically, fuel air bombs, A-10s, that's really what's getting this over the needle, so to speak. Spectre gunship, not so much, because there's so much anti-air. Actually, not so much anymore. What are you attacking today, buddy? Okay. Strat Center, not a bad call. And War Factory, I don't know, man. Just pick a target. You're wasting so much time re-aiming. Yep, this again. Good stuff. This dozer's probably like Resafressin Reckon frickin' I'm not gonna rebuild everything over there. Nuts to that noise. How are we doing on cash? 5K for Air Force. 1.5 for Super. That's it. That's the sellout. We're done. Wow. Wow.
We have been defeated.
I'm on record. I'm a little speechless, but I'm on record. You heard me say, yeah, Super's gonna come out of the United States. Nope. Air Force General. Air Force General. Wow. What a... yeah, I don't really have words. Spin it up again. All right, one for the USAF. Let's see what the USSWG... God, that sounds weird. Let's see what the Super Weapon General has for us. Oh, I'm the laser. Look at me, I'm the laser.
Unit lost.
That was a hell of a match, too. Laser versus Air Force. Man, did not think Air Force was going to pull it out, but he absolutely did. General Granger, my hat is tipped to you. Alright. Pretty standard build order for these guys. Nothing going on. Super Weapon General, again, cranking out more dozers. We're going to watch the money. We're going to watch a Super Weapon General specifically. And you're going to see exactly what I mean when it comes to cheating with money. There. Where did 5,000 just come from? Where? Air Force got it too, I'm sure. No? Yes. Had to have. Like, do they get a bonus by building certain units? I don't know. 5-8. Counting the first two numbers. 5-8. Everything to the right of that is loose change. But 5-8. I'll come right back to you. 8-4. Yeah, that was just 5,000 dumped into the pocket of the Super Weapon General. So again, it's the same philosophy. Where'd 10K just come from? Yeah, if ever you feel bad losing to a hard AI, don't. They're cheaters. Don't feel bad about it. Just watch your replays, learn, develop, new strats, give it a go. What was I saying? I completely forgot. I'm exhausted. Oh, that's right. So, the thing is, like, we know they're cheating. But having two cheaters kind of makes no one cheaters, right? Air Force trying to hold here. Not gonna happen. Super Weapon gonna gun this thing down out of spite. Probably gonna replace the foundation from concrete to brass. Brass casings, that is. Okay, where's everyone's money at now? 10K. So they built all this crap, and they're back to where they started? Give me a break. Zero money. Zero money. Interesting. 600 because of a drop here. That makes sense. No oils are captured at all on the map. So we should be able to count how much money is being had in multiples of... Okay, that doesn't matter. I don't know where 500 came from. That should have dropped 600. Okay, power plants and a bunch of crap is coming online. But I'm waiting to see, like, one more example so I can definitively prove what's what. There, 10,000. Sure. 8,000, yeah. No problem. This gives an interesting opportunity as a human player to fight a lot smarter and then harder. You can't match a cheater like this. You just can't. You can't throw one Humvee versus one Humvee and hope it's going to come out a win every single time. You got to play smart. So if you know you're fighting the Air Force General, make sure you're building extra Avengers. Pull all that money out of their system, right? Head up those civilian structures. Head up those capturables. Build a second supply center. Get that ball moving and quick. Super Weapon General moving to the northwest, trying to capture up those oils. Can't blame her for trying. Absolutely not. Air Force General taking a bit of time to get his second airport online. Is he missing a dozer? What's going on here? A couple of Humvees. Hold the line strategy decreed by the Super Weapon General. Again, I'm a search and destroy man. Okay, 2 pucks and a supply drop. Yeah, really ramping up that cash. So I wonder at what point the game is like, okay, for the first 5 or 10 minutes, every minute you get $10,000 to build up your stuff. And then no more daddy rich bucks. Because I've witnessed a match against AI that took an hour and a half. It was 2 GLA opponents. Both of them had 2 of the black markets, and that's it. There was no more resources on the map. It was, you're going to build a quad cannon, you're going to build a quad cannon. It was a mess. And they didn't get any cash stipends. None of that. Air Force General finally starting to capture up some of his oils. Super Weapon General doing the same. Kind of interesting that the Super Weapon General does not capture the oils in her own territory. And is willing to just go out there, but whatever. Not seeing as much Air Force as I thought we'd see. Also, the Humvees are interesting. Let's check on the cash. 10,000. Whoa! 45,000? Did he just get like 35,000 monies for nothing? Holy crap! And now this AI isn't getting nearly as much. That's the other thing that's super, super weird. If I could break open the game logic and just understand how much they cheat, that would be cool. But I mean, you're seeing it right here. We got 2 cheaters cheating. Means no one's cheating at all. Which is really bad logic, but whatever. Hold the line doctrine invoked by the United States Air Force General. Starting to see some good stuff here, but realistically, as the Air Force General, I would be putting on the pressure. Literally start layering on the damage. Oh, firebase with some actually garrisoned infantry. Interesting. Oh, that was damn close. That was damn close. Okay, 2 pucks online. This might be a different outcome. Honestly, if I was sitting on 40,000, I would spin up 2 more airports, maybe a 3rd, all Aurora bombers, take out everything. One pass. Like, use 3 bombers, just take out power plants. Use 5 bombers, take out the command center. Really rank up, really shut it down. And then reload, try it again. That's how I would do it. Super Weapon General, again, lots of gear here. What really worked, honestly, was the 1 fuel air bomb that got off and just took all that down. That was an impressive clutch move for sure. Absolutely perilous work. Yeah, those Comanches are going to be just the guard dogs of everything. 2 more pucks are queued. Oh, that Avenger. That Avenger's gonna get some work done. Shut down all the Comanche. Woof. And a Colonel Burton. That was a nice little strike there. And this Comanche is gonna cry wee 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 all the way home. Yeah, you can't countermeasure a laser. There's not mirrors polished enough to make that work. Air Force General just making a lot of really crappy mistakes right now. Lost a lot of everything. What do we got here? That is 1 dead aircraft. Spectre gunship on call. Yeah, I have no idea how Air Force General would make out of this. Carpet bomb. Hey, carpet bomb from the United States Air Force General. I think that was the carpet bomb.
Warning, particle cannon detected.
I didn't get to see it quite right. 3 pucks online, 2 are gonna fire at pretty much the same time. Oh, Aurora Alphas are starting to come out now. Wow, clipped its wings. What a shot. Right now is the perfect time getting some damage, because once that comes online, yep, there we go. That's exactly it. 15 seconds to the first particle. 10 seconds after, another particle. Spectre gunship here for the super weapon general. What's the target? Looks like weapons factory and airfield.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
Ooh. That might ruin that particle cannon. It is not fully built. It's not at full hit point. Second one right here for the strategy center. Oof. That's going to make for some difficult work. Some really difficult work. Air Force General has to do exactly what he did last time. Take out the enemy command center. Duck and weave, duck and weave. Delay. That's how that's going to work. Quick economic check. Everyone has already gone to the second expansion. Oils are 2 for super and 4 for the Air Force General. Particle cannon detected. Air Force General getting his super weapon online. Lots of aircraft. This aircraft's got to be used heavily now. Start weaning down the enemy, or this is not going to fly. Too many shorties like that. Way too dangerous. Nice shot with that Aurora. Had to sacrifice, I think. But that was a lot of... That was weird. That was a lot of Avenger and anti-air that just went poof. Some Pathfinders would also really make this a lot easier. Oh, friendly fire. Look at that guy. Oh, thunk. What's the plan here? Yeah, that's what I thought. Colonel Burton just rushing into the base. Was really wondering what the plan with that was going to be. Super weapon Colonel Burton. A lot of costly mistakes on the Air Force General right now. Let's take a quick cash check. 2,000, 3,000. All right, no one's sitting on the 50K anymore. Yeah, there's just so much crap there. At this point, honestly, Air Force General build like 3 Comanches, that's just base defense. From now on, Air Force General just build nothing but Auroras and pick apart the base one piece at a time. Otherwise, right now, the Super Weapon General, the Queen is on her throne, definitely really sitting on some proper everything. Got enough supply zone drops that here. Oh, particle upland cannon detected. Let's see here. 1, 2. I thought I saw 4. Okay, there's gonna be a third. Okay, flashing back in between both bases got me a little dizzy. A little dizzy. Yeah, it's too overwhelming when you send one guy at a time. Which is exactly what's happening. We're literally conga lining in the air. Yep. Yep. The only thing that's really happening is the Super Weapon General's base is being littered with shrapnel. And the problem is, when the Air Force General counterattacks with his own Patriots, it's not nearly enough.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
This is some nonsense that drives me nuts all the time. The AI can just build on top of other structures. Wow. Particle cannon, A-10, Spectre gunship in the same relative area. Talk about hate. Just, I hate this 15 square meters of land, and it is going to heck. And then it did.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
Super Weapon General doing a lot better of a job attacking a base directly and not farting around with a lot of the ancillary expansions. Yeah, actually doing some good work with these pucks. That was so close. But gotta get that S. This base is in dire need of repairs. Yeah, if Air Force General can't get back online... There's a power plant here. I didn't even notice the power plant. If Air Force General can't get back online in the next minute, this is going to be game over. Yep. A lot of that is going to be going on. Those Aurora bombers, Aurora Alphas are just off the chain good. Interesting conversation happening over there. Spectre gunship. Probably going to last a whole 7 seconds. Overcalled my estimate by 7 seconds. Not really, but still. Yep. Here's the USA space program. Thunk. Oh, he just phased out of existence. Neat. Unless there's some hidden cache of aircraft I don't know about, this is over. Is this an infantry drop? I'm going to scream if this is an infantry drop. You can't possibly think that's a good idea. Oh, he do and he did.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
Wow, I'm not even gonna watch that. Don't go in the fire, you fool. Haha. Spectre gunship again. Yep, this is game over for the Air Force General. Yeah, explosions like that can take out multiple buildings, and it is a load of bull. Oh, how the heck did he survive? Oh, I guess another point to note. The Aurora Alpha Bomber logic, like the actual, when the fuel-air bomb explodes, there's times where I've had it do nothing at all. Big flashy kablammy blam, boo 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 boo, like the whole explosion and everything. But it just didn't do anything. That was clearly a fuel air bomb I didn't track properly. Particle cannon's just gonna knock out a lot of this infrastructure stuff.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little case of the song that never ends. Huge cost of economy, or of hardware right there. And all this entire time, Super Weapon General's base is looking pretty swank. Looking pretty good. Now, earlier in the tournament, I might have mentioned, I think I did, that I really thought, like, it was starting to feel like the lower left position was, like, the choice position. But now the upper right player seems to be performing better. Not saying there's any correlation to that, but just, you know, making the point clear. If I'm going to say, hey, that smells fishy, I'm going to make another point that says, well, maybe not. Instantly iced. Yeah, those EMPs and the Avengers and everything is just going to just cause hell. I have no idea why the Air Force General is so bent on building more defenses at the back of the base. Lots of not building going on here. That's a good sign. There we go. Okay, I just had to come over here and pick on him. So Air Force General actually doing an okay job trying to stay afloat. Oh, why did I click on me? 28,000. Wow. Yeah, pound for pound, this isn't gonna fly very well for the Air Force General. Those bombs are just stupid. Also, if you do the timing poorly with those Aurora Alpha Bomber bombs, you can actually take yourself out, depending on your flight path. Which makes for a hilarious story to all your fly buddy mates on how your own bomb took yourself out. Or took somebody else out, more accurately. Yep, aim for those Avengers, that's a good call. Fuel air bomb. Yup. Well done on that. Yeah, anything... So, the Air Force is really what's given the Air General a hard time here. Knocking out that airport, all these units are crap. All these units are just gonna die. Another drop. Why? Oh my word, there's so much artillery here. Yup. Super Weapon General will be able to keep the pilots. That's about it. More hilarious examples of friendly fire happening here. Oh, they almost took out their own supply drop zone. Almost. That would have been hilarious. What's it going, buddy? Okay.
Warning.
Then
Particle cannon
flies into the enemy base anyhow. You don't even have any rockets. Why? Oh my gosh. Why? Oh yeah, that's all toast. Oh, I thought the hook was going to get a little more in there. It'll survive. It'll survive. I thought it was going to get a little more in there. They finally took care of that Colonel Burton. Building a barracks that far out. Interesting. If Air Force General can take out the command center, that's what's got to happen. Very unlikely, though. Air Force General's incurring so many losses. This is getting a little obscene. Yup. Boop, boop.
Warning. Particle cannon activated.
You got the airport with that. Wow. I was like, big deal. You got 2 Rangers. No one cares. Oh, good choices.
Warning.
Air Force General really doesn't have any answers. And there's no more spare resources. Look at all this. What is the meaning of all this? Honestly, bring the Chinooks back to base. They still have really good countermeasures as the Air Force General. Oh, looks like somebody has the smoke grenade upgrade. Yeah, or flashbangs? Flashbangs, right. I hear a Burton somewhere. I don't know why they'll never use the bombs. Like, the bombs are pretty dope. Oh! 3 dozers, a supply, a power, oh. Yeah, this is gonna wrap up really soon if this keeps up. And it'll definitely keep up. I'm excited for the tiebreaker match. Air Force General got the first win. Super Weapon General with the second here very strongly feels like, yeah. Is the Air Force General finally back online? Wow. Yep, a little bit of mop-up here. There's really nothing I have to say about the Super Weapon General's base. Nice and spread out, lots of power plants, lots of defenses. I mean, if you start the game with... Oh boy. Oh man, I hope bomber bombs a thing. Not enough. That's what I mean. Aurora Alpha drops a bomb right here, takes out a power plant in an airport accidentally. That's hilarious. Anyway, I don't really have to say much about the super weapon general. Truth of the matter, you've seen it. You've seen it especially in this match. AI gets a ton of cash. A big fat pile of money.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
So with that much cash, how couldn't you? How couldn't you have a massive base? A-10 strike coming in. Yep. Man, I feel really bad about those Spectre gunships. They do not last very long at all. Strat center. Perfect shot. Perfect guess. Yeah, it's a good hit. $2,500 for that structure, and it shuts out a lot of the technology that you need. Shuts out Aurora Alphas, shuts out the supply drop zone, shuts out particle cannon, shuts out a lot. And there's 3 more particles in the next 35 seconds. I don't know how this is still continuing. Are there any big chunks of cash that are just getting thrown here? Because now this guy's down to just 1 oil derrick. No supply drop zones, no nothing. And a jerk-faced Colonel Burton here to boot.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
How did you afford a dozer? Yeah. Prime example of what I said before. That snowballing effect. If you leave the super weapon general alone long enough, this kind of crap happens. I'm still checking that money. Dude came online because something else really power hungry just blew up, I'm sure. See, I wonder how he just got 1,000 right there. Oh, maybe he was queued up in order. If you queue up an order at like a war factory and the war factory is destroyed, you get that money back. Where's this 4,000? 4,000, 5,000, huh? You holding out on me, sucker? Look at, no supply, no supply. He's got 3 oils. Big deal. That's not going to dump 5,000 money on your lap. But that's really less than important right now. Realistically, a sellout. Yep, there we go. That wraps that up. Congratulations, Super Weapon General, on this one.
You have been defeated.
Air Force General, not aggressive enough at all. That was especially from the last match, just not really pushing it, and not much of a disparity in terms of cash. Yeah, weird. Okay. Let's do it. Final round. Oh, I'm the Super Weapon General. Neat. This is going to be the final match of each of the generals against their own factions. Whoever is going to win this one is going to go up against either China's champion or GLA's champion. Trying to be mysterious and not spoil it, so that way if you haven't seen any of their episodes, you can go watch them and enjoy them. Okay, pretty standard 3 dozer loadout for the Super Weapon General, 2 dozer loadout for the Air Force General. This still boggles my mind. I don't know why that takes so long. I also don't know why this one takes so long, but it does as well. It's like scratching your head over the mysteries of the universe. You could be like, well, we need to figure it out. We need to break down every single element. We need to understand everything. Or you could just take comfort in like, you know what? The universe is there. It exists. I happen to be a part of the universe. I'm pretty happy about that. That's kind of my take on the situation, rather than getting worked up over it. Alright, of course, our pay-per-view matchup tonight. Who is going to claim the center reinforcement pad? Like a new reality TV show where someone always wins and someone always loses. Super Weapon General arriving first, waiting for the capture research to be complete. In an ideal world, Super Weapon General would start capturing, Air Force General would come in and gat him up. That'd be an easy win for the Air Force General, but they call aggro, so Super Weapon General reacts. Last time, the Super Weapon General got the reinforcement pad. Not sure who's gonna win. Gosh, these Rangers die so dramatically. Okay, Air Force General gets it. Interesting. Interesting. Air Base War Factory going up for the Super Weapon General. What do we have? Air Force Base, already a King Raptor. Now, in my opinion, attack immediately with that. Go in there, pop like a dozer. Like, pop a dozer. And then come back. That's how I would just really start with the harassment. For sure. Yep, that's definitely how I'd handle that. But there's a lot of this waiting around. That really, I think, is what kills an AI faster than anything. Is a lot of the waiting around nonsense. Okay, Air Force General takes, and then dies, and now Super Weapon General is going to replace it with bullets. Super Weapon General hemorrhaging power, but already going for the strategy center.
What's the mission, sir? Gunship reporting in.
I'm waiting to see one more cheaty moment. To be completely clear, this is a standard General 0 Hour map. This is not a custom map I've made, tweaked, or modified. This is all very to the books. Load up a skirmish. You can see this experiment for yourself. Load up a skirmish, get a hard AI in there, play the match for, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then watch the replay. You'll see exactly what we're seeing here. Strat Center over half done for Super Weapon General. More airports for the Air Force General. So we're seeing a conscious decision to stay... Yep, there's a 10,000 right there. We're seeing a conscious decision to stay at a low tech level by building more airports, or a higher tech level by going to your strategy center. And then hold the line is evoked immediately. Fresh walls are constructed. There you go. It makes it look a little more fortressy. Oh, were we going to see an actual attack here? Starting to see some aircraft zip around a bit. Also, right here, this is an easy dogfight for King Raptors. Take control, take aerial superiority as often as you can. For sure. But, again, I'm not the one playing. Where did the King... Oh, wait. Did the King Raptors already get murdicated? Huh. Lot of waste. Lot of waste. I wonder if that first win by the Air Force General was just a crazy fluke. Yep, now turn around. Now turn around. Now turn around. Holy cow, that was close. I'm naming that pilot Icarus right there. Dude flew way too close to the sun. Holy cow, I had to rub my eyes over that one. I was like, he's dead. He's dead. He's totally dead. He's not dead? What? Bunker Buster really doing its work. You have Bunker Buster, don't you? Oh, I can't click you because you're technically not real because you're stealth. Right. Attack formation here. So many really risky moves for not a lot of benefit. Secondary expansion. Online for both teams. Sorry about the minor pause there. Had to take a big swig of water. My throat is dried out. Super Weapon has their particle cannon before Air Force General even has their strat center online. The placement of these buildings is problematic at best. If a human was using the particle cannon for the Super Weapon General, start here and sweep like this, you could probably easily get all three of these structures. That would incur some crazy amounts of damage. A second barracks. I wonder why. Super Weapon General has captured 4 oils. Air Force has captured 0 oils. That is incredibly important to capture those early and often. If you're losing those, cap them back. If you're the first to capture them, you get the finder's fee, which is a substantial amount of money. $1,000 is no joke. And you get that 200 every 10 or 15 seconds, I can't remember. But definitely worth. I'm seeing 1 extra particle coming online or getting built anyway. Yeah, there's gonna have to be some magical doohickery here. Actually, probably what the best strategy is for right now is not doing Air Force at all, but getting like 4 Avengers, a bunch of Humvees, get like 2 missile troopers in each of them, that kind of a thing. That might be a better shot than using Air Force as much as the Air Force General has to, so to speak. Okay, an actual land attack? Oh, interesting.
Particle cannon detected.
Yep, there you go. Just like that. Couple of Avengers to be able to peel off some of the enemy. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Hopefully for the Air Force General, going to be able to thin out some of these troops. Especially this. All these Comanches. Wow. I'm not trying to play favorites, but I am rooting for the Air Force underdog. Oh man, almost that dumb luck again by chucking Aurora bombs. Able to thin out. That one attack, I think, was the game changer of the match. Because what realistically happened is the Comanches are gone. So now Air Force or Super Weapon General is gonna have to reinforce to get those in. That costs a lot of money. Oh, she's sitting on bank anyway. But that's a lot of resources that are not going into more particle cannons. Oh, that has to be almost dead. I'd say 20% health. That is getting critical. And now counter A-10 strike coming from the Super Weapon General. General Alexander. Let's do this.
Warning, particle cannon detected.
Okay, Air Force General wants super so bad. But that strike right there is going to put him out of power for quite a while. Yeah, it was already underpowered when he built the darn thing in the first place. I do not get why the Spectre gunship changes targets. It does take time to change targets rather than just keep firing at one thing, but whatever, that's just me. If the Air Force General can keep up the pressure and keep those particles offline, we might have like a real tight match here. Yeah, this is a bigger problem for the Air Force General. The little idiot that could. Air Force General still has not captured anything. But doof, yeah, that's the killer.
Particle cannon detected. Warning, particle cannon activated.
Strategy center, yep. Oh, gonna clip a lot of wings. Yup, oh my gosh. 2 stealth fighters for the price of none. Clean strike there, clean strike. Honestly, that command center, that's the bread and butter of the match. If that can get got, we're going to be in the same situation we were in the first round. Air Force General has to give another hard push, another hard ground push to keep the Super Weapon General off key. Man, what an unnecessary, what a hot dog move. Good stuff. I never use Auroras to hit moving targets unless I have Aurora Alphas. Aurora Auroras? Aurora Alpha Bombers. And that's one helicopter completely gone for no reason. Ouch. A lot of a delicate air dance going on here.
Warning, particle cannon detected.
Super Weapon General at her full 5 capacity. Air Force General finally coming back online. Let me guess.
Particle
Here?
cannon activated.
Oh no, there's no supply depot or whatever. Lots of hardware. Oh, that's so painful to watch. Inversely, if the Super Weapon General can take out the Air Force General's command center, I'm also, in my mind, that's a game over. Shutting out A-10s and fuel air bombs and all that fun stuff, that's going to be pretty fatal. Pretty fatal. Spectre gunship coming in for the... Oh, no, fuel air bomb. Fuel air bomb for the Super. I like doing this little cinematic view kind of a thing. Perfect shot. Got one structure and some units? Okay, not nearly a perfect shot, but it arrived very cleanly. C-130 cargo plane. I think that's a C-130. No idea. Everything is a C-130 now. It's like the 4th aircraft in a CNC game. I was like, oh, is it C-130? John, that's a Harrier. C-130. I don't think this is gonna make it. So close. I saw the bombardier hatch open. Not quite enough. Yep, this is game over for the Air Force General. There's just not enough stuff. There's just not enough.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
And offline, yep. Constant particles. There's more than enough of the Aurora Alphas coming in. That airfield is absolutely toast. Yep, boof. Man, really was hoping, like I said, hoping for another upset. See if we can get the underdog, the Air Force General, to pull this out. But it's just straight up not enough. And now there's more than enough Tomahawk launcher reinforcements here. And right here is pretty much checkmate. 2 Avengers right next to an airport. Yeah. When the aircraft lands to get refueled, guess what? Bop. Gone. A lot of units here, not sure why they're sitting.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
Air Force General tried to give it a push, took out a couple of Patriots. It's not enough. It's not nearly enough. That should literally be the least of your worries. One of the things to note if you are ever attacking the Super Weapon General, don't attack the defenses. What do I mean by that? The defenses, especially, at least the Patriots, are keeping a heavy power draw on the Super Weapon General's power grid. If you take out a bunch of power plants, and then take out a bunch of her Patriots, you're actually freeing up power capacity, which is something you don't want to do. So whenever I attack a Super Weapon General's base, I try to emphasize power plants, get all the power plants out of the way, and then you completely rendered her defenses 100% useless. I don't think you're going to get that. And that was 2 particles. No. No, not even. Yeah, there's really nothing left. We have Humvees running around. When you have the enemy with Humvees just dinking around in your base, yeah, that's when you know it's over. Spectre gunship over here trying to bang up some bits. A-10 triple strike from the Air Force General. You got a supply drop. Meh. So many better things you could do with that. There's a big splash with that attack specifically. So just having it concentrated in a singular structure I feel is a bit of a waste. Aurora Alpha's really pounding the crap out of a lot of these buildings and units. How in the heck are you affording more dozers? You didn't capture any of the oils. Big disappoint. How much money you got? 18K? Yeah. Air Force General, you're the big disappoint. There's also another interesting glitch about the Air Force General. There are times I played a multiplayer game or a skirmish with the Air Force General as an enemy, and there are times he just doesn't do anything. At all. Doesn't build anything, just sits. Or will build a power plant and a barracks, and that's it. Like maybe the supply isn't close enough or something? Oh, is that a combat Chinook? He actually built a combat Chinook, but didn't use it at all the way it should. Oh man, combat Chinooks, I think I mentioned before, have all the love of a Chinook. Of a United States Air Force Chinook, so really great countermeasures and all, but also has fire ports. So that's another really great rush technique. Get 1 or 2 combat Chinooks, maybe just 1, fill it full of missile infantry, throw it at the enemy, see what sticks. That's quite a bit of fun. Fuel air bomb, that's destroyed. Yeah. Oof. Yep, this is it. Super Weapon General is going to move on to the next match. She is going to be fighting the China hero, the China champion. And then whoever wins that match is going to fight the GLA champion. Gonna be an interesting match for sure. I wonder how she's going to fare against the next match. How bossy. A Tomahawk comes and launches a missile, then just runs over the idiots anyway. Yep, that is Super Weapon General Colonel Burton. I don't see anything left. I don't know how this is still working. Oh, it must have been a fuel air bomb here. Still has the command center, so that's totally what could have happened. I've just been so engrossed in the destruction of their base, I just haven't really been looking around anywhere else. Alright, another particle. Yep, as expected. I find it really funny that this Tomahawk launcher has really just been used a little more than a cattle pusher than an actual missile launcher. Yeah, like that. Let's see here. What are we missing? I guess you'll have to take out 2 or 3 more structures, then this will be called. No more money, so maybe it'll be called sooner than I think. Oh, this has to go. The supply depot has to go. Supply depot? Supply center. Oh my gosh. A-10's coming in for a strike. Same location. That's adorable, but at this juncture, maybe concentrate on the airport or power or something that might last a little longer. But whatever. Hell, even attacking the oils would be far better off. Because you're starting to peel off really late game economy. But that's another argument for another time. And again, hit him with missiles. Run him over anyway. Run him over anyway. Wow, he survived. And I think that's gonna do it. Oh, just got 2,000 for no reason. Or 1,800. Yep. That's really gonna do it. Yeah, without any real way to make money. Even though there's 3,000 right there. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You have been defeated.
Anyway, yep. Well done to the Super Weapon General. Made some serious strides, turtling really hard, and then slapping the Air Force General silly with all the Aurora Alpha Bombers. So good match, good match. Looking forward to see the rest of the tournament, and I hope you are too. Thanks for joining me. Name's John Megacycle, and I'll catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.